3, 2, 1, and welcome back to another episode of People of Culture. Today, we will be talking to you about a subject regarding black inventions.
Yep.
Stuff that you use probably every single day that you had no clue that a Negro was using or invented.
You nigger lovers.
Whoa.
That's what y'all
Jesus, we ain't even made it like 30 seconds in this hole, and he done already... Well, keep going. Anyway.
Y'all love niggas. Y'all just don't know it. I mean, y'all know it. Y'all just
correct. No, it's very... correct. You know what's a fun fact that I heard? And this came from a white woman. Actually, I heard this from like 2 white women. It was the most disturbing thing I've ever heard. Both of them said it, and like they weren't even together. So it wasn't like they was in a group. This was 2 different occasions, and they both looked me dead in the eyes and said... Every white woman wants a black guy. Whether they admit it or not, that's what they want. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I know certain people that ain't with it. And she just cut me off. She's like, no. I'm telling you, every white woman wants a black guy. And I was like, you know what?
I can believe it.
I've never met a white woman that didn't want a black guy, and I know several white women in marriages with white men.
I've known racist women that end up wanting black dudes. It's weird. But
yeah, I do.
The black men are like the apex of masculinity, and you know, from a stereotypical perspective, like we age the best, we're physically stronger, we known for our sexual prowess, we known for not taking shit from other people. You know what I'm saying? All the qualities that you really want in a man are bestowed upon the black man from a stereotypical sense. Excuse me. So,
still kind of sexist if you think.
It is. It's sexist, racist, it's all of that shit. But it's like, it's one of those things that works for us and against us. You know what I'm saying? It's like the black men are so scrutinized by society, and we made to be these boogeymen in every facet of life. But the double edge to that is, you know, women are curious. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like you can look at a black guy and be like, he's very athletic. He can probably throw a ball, probably dance, entertaining. But also, he's very athletic. He could probably rob me very easily. And it's like, I'm not going to rob you, though. Like, fuck off. But anywho, we're neither here nor there on that. We are here in a positive light to highlight some of the inventions that we use every single day that honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the inventions on this list, I legit cannot live without. And I feel like some of y'all could not live without either. So let's just jump into a few of them. And I'm going to see if y'all know any of them, if y'all heard any of them, if any of them shock you. One of them on this list actually pissed me off. Because,
That's true. You was raging.
I was a little bit annoyed. So first on the list of inventions that a black person invented was automatic gear shift. So you don't got to be doing that manual shit up on a little Miata or whatever. I don't know shit about cars. Automatic. Go from the P to the R to the N to the D, and the rest of those D's, 1s, 2s. No, nobody really
swinging and swerving.
That's more Houston specific. Oh, we did that last night too. We were swinging last night. I forgot about that, bro. We had such a Houston night. We saw some strippers. We was at a cool kickback. What else?
We swung. We went to Lotus. We went to
Chachos. I should have held that Draco. If I see that dude again, I'm gonna ask. Like, can I just hold it? Just
why?
Why not?
I don't like touching other people's guns. I feel like they're gonna take it and go kill somebody with it and be like,
fair.
Prince.
Fair.
If you're real, you look him in the eye and say, "Yeah, I did it."
I was there, but like, come on, bro. Look at me. Do I look like I killed somebody with a Draco? Maybe a knife.
Most killers don't look like killers.
You do look like that to most police in Dallas.
Most killers don't look like
I look
killers.
like what?
You look like you would kill somebody.
I look like I would kill somebody?
Yeah. You got dark enough skin to look like you kill somebody.
Yeah.
No.
We all look like killers in their eyes.
Yeah, you do.
And you got dreads. And you got a beard.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You're officially the big black guy in the room.
You are?
Once you get over...
this room?
Once you hit over 5 foot, like 8... You're just automatically the big black guy.
You are.
Now, I will
you
say,
don't even have to be that big.
I will say I do feel good about that because I'm less likely to have somebody try me.
That's how I be feeling.
Nah, because you light skin also. See,
Niggas try niggas all day, but non-niggas is less likely to try you just out the strength that you black. One cool perk about being a black man is when you ride the bus, you don't have to share your seat. Nobody wants to sit next to you. They'll be like, yes. It's like, bad.
Oh my goodness. It's a little bit annoying.
and if they
just
want
like,
to, start talking to yourself. And then they will.
I don't know why, man. I just can't get it, man. Just can't say the body. Like, okay, I'm gonna do a question.
Just start quoting DMX.
What you think though? What you mean?
If you start quoting DMX lyrics,
You say something like, oh man, what you think about the weather? And somebody says, I'm sorry, what you say about the weather? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to God. All right, I'm gonna go sit over here. Next invention.
That's so dumb.
And a lot of people use this one.
Who don't?
America's first clock.
All us fellow slaves are familiar with alarm clocks. Having to report to the masses. Slave ship every day.
His name was Benjamin Banneker.
Damn, he did that?
He was a farmer, mathematician, astronomer, land surveyor, and the subject of a Stevie Wonder song.
He was also a Mason, and he laid the blueprint for Washington, D.C.
Oh, well, see, let's go back. If you know that, then maybe you know this person. This is
I
who
did not know that, man.
invented automatic gear shift, if you want to look this person up. Richard Spikes.
No, Richard Spizikes.
Anywho, driving up a steep hill got a whole lot easier in 1932. So, that's two inventions. Automatic elevator doors. So, that's cool, I suppose.
Automatic. It wasn't automatic. Gotta crank it open.
Well, actually, some elevators did used to have a door. I remember, like, you remember little slide doors you had to open up?
Yeah.
And some elevators just flat out didn't have doors.
Yeah,
and some of them didn't even stop. You just had to just jump off.
Hell no.
Yeah, some elevators, they just keep going. They just... But
Or
they're
you can
really
cut it
simple.
half. If you don't make the jump, you can cut it half.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
trash.
right? Like,
That's real trash. So, yeah. And this guy's name was Alexander Miles. So, if you want to look him up, Alexander Miles invented automatic elevator
Look at
doors.
his face. Look at his face. That's a man that just got the bag.
Blimps.
Wow.
Now, nobody gives a shit
That's
about
not
blimps
the
as much.
best invention.
And because of the one that kind of crashed and burned it, even though he probably didn't make that one specifically. That would be wild. But blimps. Blimps by John Pickering. So he made blimps. Let's see. It looks like he was the first blimp. His was the first blimp to have an electric motor in it and directional controls. So yeah, that guy. Blood banks by Dr. Charles Drew for his invention of a method separating and storing plasma, allowing it to be dehydrated and banked for later usage.
Speaking of blood, you know what else black people invented?
Uh-oh.
White people. No, I'm playing.
I thought you were going to say the Bloods. I'm real glad you didn't say the Bloods, though.
I thought he was going to start throwing up the bees.
I definitely thought he was going to throw up the bees. I was like, where is this going?
Bully!
We created all of y'all.
So
All of you are our children.
that's a
I thought he was going to start bullying with some chocolate baked bookies.
that's a Black History episode for 2021. Clothes dryer. That's crazy. So like, what was people doing before this? Just hang drying, and what else? Just let them hang in the wind. Was there anything else other than that?
You just hang dry.
Yeah.
Hang dry or mildew.
You wring them out, yeah.
Trash. You wring them out. That gets the wrinkles in there easy. That sucks. Anyways, clothes dryer was invented by a George T. Sampson. So yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I don't really like to dry my clothes because like when you hang dry them, the color lasts longer. They don't fade and they stay the same size. Like I got clothes that's like 12 years old. And I just don't put them in the dryer. You just hang dry them bitches every time.
Poor man mentality, bro. I switch clothes every 2 years, bro. I don't want to wear the same thing.
Fuck all that.
On my Dame Dash, bro. I'm
Yeah,
always
nah.
wearing something new on my body.
Hey, Dame Dash pretty broke right now. Don't
You were just talking about earlier how you were struggling the hardest of everybody though.
Yo. There's two versions of me. All right, there's two versions of me. You got to know which one you talking to.
Oh
all right?
man, I didn't know. Let me know
All right,
when
you
it flip flops so I can know.
You can tell when the bass is in my voice. All right.
Yeah, bro, my bad. Shit. I'm talking to Bother Jesse right now.
Right, you just gotta know, right? Sometimes they don't want to talk to Swerve, sometimes they talking to Jamer. This is two different voices, two different people, bro. Everybody got personas. Right.
We merged into one.
The merge, nah, bro. I
feel
mean, you
you
merge
on
into
that.
one once you reach a point of enlightenment. I ain't there yet.
You on that Piccolo nail shit? I feel you.
I'm on the Karama Shuichi.
You got to choose one or the other. That was different. He had to choose which one he wanted.
He didn't have to choose. He was being difficult.
He was being difficult though. That's true.
It's like, bro, just turn into Karama. You can win this fight. No, nigga.
No, I'm going to stay being just Kurama from here on out. I'm just gonna be Shuichi. I was like, why? All right, whatever, dude.
Dustpan, invented by Lloyd P. Ray. So yeah, there's not really much you could expound upon on that one. But the electric lamp,
Real one.
the lamp,
Illuminating you motherfuckers. Bringing light to the darkness once again, just like we did in the Dark Ages on you motherfucking swine. You know, I'm bullshit. I'm just playing.
electric lamp. Lewis Latimer. He also invented the carbon filament inside light bulbs. Very important.
And again, light in the darkness, oh you motherfuckers.
Absolutely. Folding chairs, a kickback classic. Not these in particular. Those are some pretty fancy ass folding chairs.
Real
Jesus
shit.
Christ. But yeah, Folding Chairs by John Purdy. Looks like he had a patent partner named James R.
Sagwar?
I want to say Sajwar, but I also want, I don't know. I'm going to say Sajwar, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, Purdy made a chair. Hold on, they say Purdy taking a chair with you. Purdy, easy. Get the fuck out of here. That corny shit. Gas heating furnace.
What the fuck
A lot of you Northerners should probably appreciate that. We don't really give a fuck that much here in the South.
The gas mask.
Yep, invented a gas mask. But gas heating furnace, just drill down that real quick, by an Alice H. Parker. Yeah, forever changing the way people heat their homes in the winter. So yeah, thank Alice H. Parker for you not freezing your fucking feet off. Gas masks by a Garrett Morgan. Let's see. It all started when this guy rescued trapped miners wearing a hood to protect his eyes from smoke and had tubes leading to the floor to draw clean air.
Oh, wow.
Because a lot of smoke, rises. So that's not bad. He had tubes that went to the ground where the smoke wasn't, and he was able to breathe up top. That's dope. That was the first version of it, I guess. This is the one that pissed me off. Don't ask me. This pissed me off. This invention right here. So, Dr. George Grant invented the golf tee. Tee. A little white spike you put in the grass.
Golf must have been trash before that.
Real talk.
He invented the tee. The reason why it annoys me so much is because I feel like as a whole, a lot of black people don't really fuck with golf. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why that just annoyed me that they don't really fuck with golf.
Will Smith does.
You see,
like golf.
Rich black
I'm
people
saying
fuck with
exactly that's the point. So they don't count.
I watch golf.
I'm not
Are you
counting. I'm not counting rich people. I'm not counting Tiger Woods
Golf
halfway.
doesn't tend to be a young man's game. A lot of young people in general don't fuck with golf. Like, I don't really see too many young Asians or white boys.
The way Will Smith,
Do you know why?
Will Smith explained it. The reason some people like golf, if you did a lot of sports and stuff, and you're older and you got best knees and stuff like that, golf kind of has that same type of like going out with your boys type of feel.
So I was gonna
At a
say,
more relaxed state.
The reason why golf is important for a lot of people, it is like that. Golf isn't. It's not meant to be an intense sport. It's meant to be a little bit more social and like chill out. It's basically providing you a place to be on a field to chill.
Basically, right. On the golf cart. But I think that also plays into why a lot of younger people, maybe young black people, don't fuck with golf.
Correct.
Basketball is a game where you can put a court anywhere. You can put a court down in any inner city block. You can throw up a little fucking goal, and it's a real easy, accessible game. Football, you can pretty much just play that shit in the street. Golf, you need access to a fucking golf field or whatever the fuck you call it. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, a lot of them houses are private anyway, so niggas don't really have access to just be young and there's a golf course right over here. Let me just go and fuck with it real quick.
The reason why this also annoys me is because I know from working at these damn corporate companies, golf is used as a place to hold business conversations. So, I highly encourage you to get some clubs if you want to get into business and learn how to swing them hoes. It's people that straight up told me, they was like, if you don't know how to golf, I will not put you on my team.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Corporate America's for real. It's like, if you don't know how to golf, you got to get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Because like I said, this is where business
gonna go
meetings are held.
I own some golf clubs.
I got clubs.
God damn, are you serious?
I've owned clubs for like 7 years now.
Niggas gotta learn how to golf.
Yeah.
You want
Man, fuck them crackers. I ain't trying to fit in with them bitch ass motherfuckers.
So you don't want to go?
Not for that.
Why not?
To fit
Not
in.
with us.
Oh, fuck with y'all. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, here's the thing. I'm saying we, in general, as black people, need to get on that more. We need to get on that more. I mean,
No,
why
we
not?
hold business conversations on the court.
Bitch ass nigga with the wet up shit. Oh, that bullshit.
Kobe.
Also,
Too soon.
you can go out there, you play golf, and chances are you probably won't get a golf injury.
That's true. You gotta be a real bitch.
Except for that T-Pain freak accident where he
Throw your
lost
back out.
like 2 or 4 teeth on a golf game.
I don't know why I laughed.
Y'all remember that? He lost.
No, I don't remember that.
It was a weird freak accident.
That's definitely a freak accident to lose teeth on a golf course. That is definitely a freak accident. What? Here goes a big invention that a lot of people like. Home security systems. Invented by a Marie Van Britten Brown. Yes. So.
I got a camera right there for you old ass niggas.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all can see that bitch, but okay, come up in here. And every window and door got sensors on this bitch. I mean, I could be across the country. I got motion sensors in this bitch. Nigga, my dog could run through this bitch too fast and police coming through this motherfucker, nigga. Don't try it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Sound very Fort Knoxy.
Have to.
You do. Ice Cream Scooper by an Alfred L. Krall, whatever. So yeah, this person invented the ice cream scooper. I don't know why. I really don't use those. I'm a country dude, so I just use a regular spoon.
I just bought a little small one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just regular spoon that bitch out.
And here goes another one. I know a lot of you Southerners like this one. You starchy motherfuckers. So, black person invented the ironing board with them starched down jeans looking something clean. So, Sarah Boone is the person who did that. Looks like before that, people were just putting it on wood.
Wood balanced between 2 chairs.
A piece of wood balanced on 2 chairs.
Or on a tabletop. You just put a towel on top of the table. Or you just put a towel on top of the bed.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I've seen niggas lay cardboard boxes on the driveway. My uncle used to just iron the driveway on top of just broke down cardboard boxes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
You get it done.
There's also
my dad used to fucking put the clothes underneath the mattress and just sleep on top of the mattress and flatten them hoes up.
Why do I feel like I've heard that before too? I feel like I've dead ass heard that one. You can't fuck the night before. They'll definitely be wrinkled. All this sliding around. Just sleep on those. So
I tried to do that once. It was trash. It didn't come out right. I had a big solid ass crease through the middle of my shit. I was like, yeah, this method is not for me.
Damn. So lawnmowers by a John Albert Burr. The lawnmower's best makeover ever brought better traction rotary blades and allowed cutting closer to buildings. So, thank John Albert Burr for either A, making you have sweaty ass mornings, or B, making you have a great looking lawn. Also, backdoor that, the lawn sprinkler. So, Joseph A. Smith is the person who made the sprinkler. And now this is fucking weird because I'm really curious what happened before this. Philip Downing was an African American man who basically invented the mailbox.
People had to go to the post office before.
Damn, everybody had to go to the post office before that.
That's crazy.
So
this nigga
he revolutionized
the number of mailmen and everything.
I'm saying he basically created more jobs just off of one invention. That's wild.
He created an invention that created jobs. He created jobs. Can we talk about that? He created jobs.
He literally created them bitches out of nothing. Like he made a new lane for niggas to work. We also invented rock. You know what I'm saying? We also I just want to throw that in there. We invented jazz.
Hip hop, blues.
We invented all the slang and language motherfuckers use.
What's on you?
All the fashion.
Black people just got that little bit extra flavor in there, man.
We invented modern man. We was the first man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else to
Really got to start screaming.
You said what?
What? I didn't know you was gonna go on a tangent.
I'm not going on a tangent.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, this is not the episode for you to start talking about how black people created white men. This is not the episode.
We did say we were going to cover that.
We did.
Did we say that?
We said we were going to cover that later.
I think we did.
I mean, not today, but later in another.
Okay. We did create modern man. We created man. I would do that at a different time, but we created everything, bro.
Well, that's an invention for you guys to look up until we cover it. How about that?
Yeah.
So we created the modern lock. A couple of security ones up in here. They're pretty big. The modern lock by a Washington Martin. Yeah.
Lockheed Martin?
He basically did an improvement. I doubt Lockheed Martin.
On the 4,000-year-old Chinese bolt.
Yeah. He innovated a bolt that was already established by the Chinese people.
4,000 years ago?
That's crazy.
It wasn't changed in over 4,000 years.
4,000 years.
That's wild.
No. How long ago? 4,000 years?
That's a long time.
How old is the Bible?
Old,
not even that long.
Not that old.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple hundred if we
like 4,000 years?
How did this water get so warm? Some warm ass water.
Like if you think about it, 4,000 years and how old the Bible is, like that's pretty old.
So we also have a Thomas Elkins who created the modern toilet. Wild. So yeah, Thomas Elkins created the modern toilet and influenced other patents of the toilet. But apparently the one that we most commonly use is the one created by Thomas Elkins. Yeah. Not to knock the multiple purpose table or refrigerators for dead bodies. What?
Let's create some wild things.
Didn't you say somebody else had created the refrigerator?
Yeah, I believe we did create the refrigerator. I'm pretty sure we did.
Try looking at that in a second. Also looks like we made the mop by Thomas W. Stewart. It's so weird how much shit we use in everyday life that's on this list. It's not like one-off random shit like, you use every 2 or 3 years or some shit. Pacemaker by Otis Boykin. So he came from Dallas, Texas. Weird.
That is not that weird.
Otis Boykin of Dallas, Texas came out and made the pacemaker. So that's pretty cool. Portable pencil sharpener. The little tiny ones, do the turning motion. That's made by John Lee Love, who was a fucking carpenter. This is the invention I've been waiting to get to. This invention, can't make it up, created by a George Crumb. Some of you may have heard this story. If not, we're going to jump into it. I knew the story, but I had no clue that this was a black man. I had no clue. So George Crumb is the inventor of the potato chip. He created the potato chip, I believe, in the 1800s. Let me try to look that up real quick. Let's see what year it was that the potato chip had dropped. It was around... let's see. I want to say it was around in the 1860s. Yeah. I think it was in the 1860s he may have created it. But, yeah, if you don't know the story... Actually, no, it's 1853 specifically. Yeah. 18 specific.
Of what?
1853 is when he accidentally made them, and then I think later on is when he actually got serious and put them into production. But this is the story how it goes. He worked at a restaurant, and there are these famous potatoes that he made where he'd slice them real thin, and I think they fried them or something like that, and maybe lightly salted them. And somebody complained that he cut them too thick. So apparently this guy, George Crumb, was a little bit of a cynical and sarcastic asshole that liked to joke around when people like to fuck with him. So he decided he was going to make them even thinner. and he was gonna fry the shit out of them in oil, and then salt them. So I guess he did that, and he expected the person to get more mad just so they could get mad, and he could probably tell them, "Yo, get the fuck out." But that backfired in a good way, and he brought them to the table. The person ate them. First ever potato chips created, and they like freaked the fuck out. It was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Damn, son, where'd you find this? So he created potato chips while trying to fuck with someone. And now we all eat potato chips. If you don't eat potato chips, you weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Potato chips good as shit. Any kind. Potato chips, non-potato chips, corn chips, all them shits.
This shit right here?
Matter of
This
fact-
shit right here?
Matter of fact, what's your favorite potato chip, dog?
I like salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. You like salt and vinegar? What's your favorite?
Anything wavy.
Really?
Like you like the ridges?
Anything with ripples.
I don't like the wavy chips.
Anything
I'm cool with
waves,
it.
man.
They don't
I
bother
like
me.
Normal salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion.
Anything with waves, bro. Ripples and waves.
Try to think.
Chocolate, you gonna say the chocolate ones that came out and then
What?
they got rid of. You don't remember the chocolate ones that came out?
Sketch. Yeah, they made chocolate potato chips.
They
I
came
don't know
out
why.
with the
That's
chocolate ones
weird.
for a while
That
and they got rid of
sounds-
them.
And they had some wavy ones too. It was very weird.
There was some wavy ones there.
I don't
You
know.
like them really hard roasted, crunched ones?
I like the baked ones.
Lay's had a really
Like crispy.
dope flavor ones. I was eating them all the time. I only could find them in Subway, and it was like tomato and basil.
Tomato and basil.
Tomato
I think I actually remember those.
Those were really fire.
There's like some Mediterranean chips.
You gonna say some dill pickles?
Dill pickles are okay.
You like the dill pickles?
I mean, they ain't my favorite. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
my favorite would
Yeah.
probably be either jalapeno, flaming hot, or sriracha.
You ain't gonna say, oh, you didn't say no ranch?
Ranch chips?
Yeah, you ain't never had no ranch? Oh, you tripping.
Yeah, ranch chips. You know
Yeah,
ranch chips?
ranch is kind of old, fam.
Yeah,
saying
it's
no.
been a while.
That's before they came out with all those different flavors.
I don't know
Ranch
if
is
I
the
wanna
older
eat
one.
ranch.
I actually remember those. Like, it's been a real long ass.
I don't know if I want to do that.
They wasn't bad
It
actually.
wasn't bad at all.
Nice.
Yeah, like damn, like what happened to them all? They really used to be like very common.
Yeah, they,
Also, Mediterranean. I like the baked Mediterranean chips.
oh, Mediterranean's dope. Fire. I love them.
What else do we have? The reversible baby stroller, so you don't have to look at your kid anymore. Face that way, motherfucker. Look that way. Stop looking at me. So, yeah, reversible baby stroller. That was invented by a William Richardson. And he's also the reason, apparently, the wheels move independently from each other. You know how some wheels, the two back ones are fixed?
Yeah.
Apparently all of them on baby strollers are kind of, move freely. So yeah, now this one is one I feel like a lot of people know nowadays. The Super Soaker by Lonnie Johnson. I think I brought this up before we started recording.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson. It's very funny because he was an engineer at NASA. So he was being a NASA engineer, and out of nowhere, he just like, man, I'm going to do something. And he invented the Super Soaker, which is funny because technically you could make the joke, it took a rocket scientist to make a Super Soaker. It's kind of funny. But yeah, Lonnie G. Johnson, and he's still alive because the Super Soaker, it's not like it's like made in the 1800s or some shit. That's a 90s, 80s toy. So he's still alive. You can go check him out right now. Lonnie G. Johnson, inventor of the Super Soaker. The reason why some of your kids be pissing you off in the summer when you said you bet not aim that
Hey
over
man,
here.
I'm ready to have some kids, man. Who trying to help me out, man? We gonna have water fights in the yard and all that
Well,
good
we'll
shit.
have a dating
Beautiful.
show for black women to date Jabron to see who will be his wife.
And at the end of it, when you eliminate one of them, you be like, "I'm sorry, you've been swerved."
Yes.
Hand him a steering wheel. Hand him a steering wheel, like you've been swerved.
But when you're picking one, you gotta give him an unk.
Wow.
You get an unk.
That nigga said an aunt.
You get the unk. Or we can do a kufi. We can put a kufi on it. You get the kufi. And you gotta be the side person, so we the ones on the side and everything.
Or you can put koofies on all of them, and then like smack the koofy off the one that isn't getting chosen, and then give her the steering wheel. No, that's too much disrespect. That's too much. Too much disrespect.
You look at it one chick, Bianca, you've been swerved. Please leave the
Knock the
premises.
koofy off.
That's hard as hell.
Oh my god.
So moving on, bro. It's killing me on this one because like
Did I do that? Suspenders?
they're so irrelevant that they won't even tell me who came up with it. But some black person out there that I could probably dig deeper on, but I won't right now, invented these suspenders.
The Urkel suspenders?
There you have it. Suspenders. If you're ever one of those people, or if you want to be a quote-unquote classic man, or if you want to be Janelle Monáe, suspenders. Some black person made that for you, that you little small niche of people.
I fuck with suspenders.
Now, this is a large niche of people. The fucking thermostat.
Shout out to that man.
Woo! The thermostat and temperature control made by a Frederick Jones. His refrigeration equipment made it possible to transport blood and food during World War II. Shouts out to him. Which is, you know what's funny? A lot of inventions are created out of necessity from either war or going to space. A lot of inventions that we use even today originally were created for some reason for NASA or war. That's just a little cliff note on that. Y'all can do your research on that if y'all want to. Hit you with the Kanye West line. The touch-tone phone, which made sense then and nobody cares about now, was made by a Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson. And so
Crazy.
yeah.
Damn, she gave us a lot.
Yeah.
She was She was the first African American woman to earn a PhD from MIT.
Wow.
She gave us the portable fax machine, caller ID, call waiting, and the fiber optic cable. Damn! Shout out to Shirley Ann Jackson. The touch-tone phone is useless, but fiber optics, caller ID, call waiting. Shit, we still use faxes today too. You go, girl. Yeah. You go. Okay. So yeah, she definitely made life a lot fucking easier. And last but not least, Garrett Morgan created the traffic light, which for America that helps out. For the U.S. that helps out.
If there's any other inventions y'all know that black people created, or you want to challenge somebody we said, please comment below. Also, what was the one that you said that wasn't on this list?
Rock and roll?
No.
Refrigerator?
Refrigerator. Look it up.
I mean, it kind of said that he created the refrigeration equipment that was needed to keep food.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that they didn't just say the refrigerator because that's such a big invention.
Have y'all seen how big a traffic light is? The bitch is like 5 feet tall.
Are they really?
Yeah, bitches.
You never know because the perspective, because it's so fucking
up there. That's true.
Let's look it up real quick. I don't think that dude is black. Hey, he was born on my birthday. That's weird.
Is he your reincarnation?
Reincarnation?
Mm-hmm. Is Oliver Evans?
Jesus, no. Delaware. That sounds like a pretty white part of the U.S., especially in 1700-ish something. The guy's probably white. Did he create it?
I don't see he did.
I don't imagine a refrigerator being in the 1700s.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
I swear in the U.S. we were using ice trucks for the longest.
A fridge in the 1700s.
Yeah, I really don't know why this dude keeps popping up because
they're trying to erase our history, black man.
Because I literally tried to go there and I couldn't even.
Can we look
up? I couldn't even control F the word refrigerator. Let's see.
Well, he died in the 1800s, so 1819.
Let's see. Evans was a visionary who produced designs and ideas far ahead of their time. He was the first to describe vapor compression, refrigeration, and propose a design for the first refrigerator in 1805. But it would be 3 decades until his colleague Jacob Perkins would be able to construct a working example. Jacob Perkins is also pretty white, so I'm going to say no on the refrigerator. I'm going to say no.
When was the refrigerator created? Look up the refrigerator. When was it created?
The refrigerator.
I mean, if it's that, then it seems like it should be probably
1844. But dude, Oliver Evans was dead before 1844.
Was he? Well, they said it was he created it, but it didn't get made until 30 years later.
It's a Betty White.
Oh yeah, the Betty White thing. Yeah, it didn't get made until 30 years later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, white people got that.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts or last words from either of you?
No.
Little Richard is a legend, and we need to talk about him more.
Yes.
Why do we need to talk about him more?
Because he's the innovator, the originator.
Rock.
Woo! He is.
Of what?
Of rock and roll.
Little Richard made rock and roll. What are you talking about?
I just said it.
What are you talking about? No, that's Elvis. What do you?
Elvis never created any songs until after MLK died. Then I think he created one song.
Bingo! That's what I wanted to hear.
Is that what
All
you
right.
Is that what you wanted right there? Elvis was a pedophile.
Okay, I wasn't gonna go.
Oh, my bad. We wasn't go that far?
I was gonna say that for another day. I was gonna say that part.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
I want to do a little more research on that. You got anything, sir?
No, man, I don't.
Diversify your bonds.
Black people are the originators of a lot of things culturally. You know what I'm saying? Our influence is we're the most influential group in the world. I think to all black people watching this, black Americans, black everybody, I feel like the world's waiting on us to have the spirit of rebellion and spirit of wanting to be free. Because whatever we do, they do. You know
I want to say, I got something to say. Mm-hmm. Jesus is black. And being grown up and hearing that, and then people said Jesus wasn't black, he was Jewish. You're an idiot. Jesus was black.
Like the Bible's about black people, you know what I'm saying? The native tribe.
But it does refer to white people, though.
I mean, the original Jews were black.
I mean, it's about them.
Yeah, the Romans, the ones who crucified, you know what I'm saying, Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
We need to take responsibility and teach the new generation better.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Well, we don't do that. We need to teach the new generation. My generation didn't do that well teaching me.
Right.
Correct.
On the cool, like there's a lot of things like
we can't hold information from the future generations and expect them to do well. Mm-hmm. I will leave by saying, now you know something more than George Washington Carver. So
peanuts.
Yeah, we taught you about super soakers, golf tees, potato chips, a lot of lawn care stuff, which makes sense. Home security systems. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things. Which traffic lights, like I said, it's not just one-off inventions. You know, like I'll say something like a gas mask. You may not use a gas mask, you know, on a weekly basis. You may not even use a lawnmower on a weekly basis if you live in an apartment. But a lot of people use ironing boards. A lot of people use home security systems. A lot of people eat potato chips, furnaces. So many things, chairs, electric lamps, clothes dryers, blood banks, you know, it's inventions, pacemakers.
Skip blimps, okay.
Pacemakers, clocks. It's a lot of things, automatic gear shift. It's things you use every day that not only help you live your life and make it more convenient. Some of these things, like I said, the pacemaker are keeping your loved ones alive or you. Mm-hmm. So I just say that to say this. Don't count out black people when they say they have ideas. You know what I mean? Like, don't discredit and think that they don't. You should definitely look into diversifying your companies out there. If you are an employer, you never know what kind of inspiration you may be missing out on to revolutionize stuff. Like I said, this dude invented the mailboxes, which means technically he created the job for mailmen. That job probably wouldn't exist, or it wouldn't be to the extent of what it is today if it wasn't for mailboxes. Everybody had to go to the post office.
Right.
So, yeah. Or the mop. Could you imagine if you didn't have a mop? You would literally have to be on your hands and knees. So, it's so many different ways you could think about this. But yeah, that's my final thoughts. Y'all got anything else?
No, that's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, and the thermostat. Motherfucker, that's important. God damn, that's important in Texas.
On the cool.
Woo! But yeah.
Peace out. Love yourself.
God bless.
Swerve out.
Yeah.
Swerve out.